So we are gathered here on a Sunday morning, a recording Sunday morning. Honestly, it should be the best time for our podcast. It's Old Man Sundays, you know?
Yeah, there's no football anymore.
The youngest old man in the Smith clan is Dylan. Dylan is on the podcast. Hi, Dylan.
Hi.
Hi, Dylan.
Does Zoom automatically switch over to somebody that's talking?
Whoever's talking.
Well, that's interesting. I've never known that.
Yeah, I'm trying to click it. I'm trying to figure out for production's sake if you can click the person and have their screen up on this screenshot. It's not allowing me to do that. And I'm trying to figure that out because that's going to be fun. But we are on a Sunday podcast with Dylan for a philosophical question. A philosophical question that was posed to me by Dylan yesterday via text. And I'm like, we got to spend time on this. Got to spend time on this question. So, Dylan, since you asked the question, what is it? What was the question to me?
I asked you, who would you rather see go down in flames, and who would it be, Nickelback or Aaron Rodgers, since you hate both of them?
I'm like, man, this kid gets me. He's either like this. What a chip off the old block this kid is. You know, that's a huge philosophical question. No, when you say shot down in flames, like you don't mean really die, because nobody wants Aaron Rodgers to die.
Look,
I just want to see him go down
away,
the worst ever.
Yeah, it's reasonable.
Utter career failure.
Just throws fucking 5 interceptions. Just like Rick Ankiel, which by the way,
all of a sudden becomes either Rick Ankiel or Scott Mitchell.
Dylan,
either way.
Look up Rick Ankiel if you don't know who we're talking about. Dylan, we did the Fat Guys Hitting a Baseball podcast with Dylan, who was pitching to us. If you don't know who Rick Ankiel is, Dylan, look him up, because you don't want that to happen to you when you're on the pitcher's mound. Just forget how to do everything.
The yips.
Yeah. Ask your grandpa about the yips. He'll tell you.
Yeah. He might not. He probably doesn't know Rick Ankiel, but he knows the yips. I'm sure he's had the yips at some point.
So Aaron Rodgers or Nickelback. It seems like an easy answer at first, you know?
It is a Nick. It is a Nick. It is an easy answer. But
what is the easy answer to you?
The easy answer for me is Nickelback.
Okay, Josh, what's your answer?
Nickelback.
Dylan, what's your answer?
Probably Aaron Rodgers, because I just don't like him at all. I absolutely hate him.
You're wrong.
First of all, what's funny is there's a hilarious picture that pops up on Facebook Memories every once in a while of him in an Aaron Rodgers jersey when he was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He still is a kid.
Well, not really. I mean, he kind of is, but, you know.
How old are you now, Dylan? 14?
14. Yeah.
13?
12.
14.
14? Okay.
I don't know who to pick. I don't know if it's Aaron Rodgers, because I want him to, man, there's all kinds of things I want that to happen to that guy, you know?
I probably hate them equally, but Aaron Rodgers has more
Entertainment
I
value.
don't want to say redeeming qualities, but qualities that I can respect far more than Nickelback.
Now, you can say that Nickelback may have some redeeming qualities to some people. They're adept at playing their instruments. You know what I mean? They write well-structured songs, I guess. I mean, that could be a redeeming quality, you know?
No. Nope. Because it's totally wasted. Assuming, because they do play instruments reasonably well enough to make a record, that assumes that they have some ability to make music. But it's totally wasted on the shittiest music possible.
Well, yeah, but you could say that Aaron Rodgers' talent, which is ample, You know, he's wasting it all in this.
He's not wasting his talent. He's using it to the best of his ability to play ridiculously good football.
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
why-
makes me hate him.
That's why my answer is Nickelback, because at least Aaron Rodgers, when he's not playing the Lions, he has some entertainment value to him.
Still hate him.
No, he doesn't.
No, yes, he does.
No, he doesn't. Look,
I
shut
still
up.
hate him, but I
Huh?
still hate him, but I still look at him throw for 4 fucking touchdowns. It's like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, he does have some entertainment from when, like, I don't know what game it was, but when he lost this last season, the last game, I don't know what that would be called, but when he lost it, he started pouting and crying about it, which I think that's funny. But
That's his only redeeming quality. That's his only, when he loses, he has a shitty look on his face, and you look at him and say,
Yeah.
"Ha ha!"
He has a shitty look on his face anyways, even when he's winning.
It was
Yeah.
very, very endearing to see Tampa Bay just beat the crap out of him.
Yes.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite. Football moments ever.
It was the best moment of the year by far for
Yeah.
a Lions fan.
But I guess I got to say Nickelback, because I mean, this is what they represent. What they represent is more terrible than what Aaron Rodgers represents. Like, he's just smug. He's just a smug a-hole that's really good at football. You know, it's got to be Nickelback.
I've had to explain to numerous people why Nickelback is terrible in a very
What's the
textbook way.
Yeah, what's your textbook explanation?
Because they make formulaic music that is simple, and they try to pass themselves off as a hard rock band.
Yeah,
And-
except when they're not. Except when they're doing hits, shit you hear on
Right.
fucking.
That's I call them the Bud Light of hard
Yeah.
rock, because they make music in order for people to say they listen to hard rock or rock and roll, but don't actually like it. And Bud Light is beer for people that want to say they drink beer, but don't actually like it.
There's the same accusations that would get thrown to the Foo Fighters way that I've heard thrown the Foo Fighters way, that they're similar to Nickelback. You're a Foo Fighters fan. I'm a big Foo Fighters fan. I'm playing devil's advocate.
The big difference is the formulaic, simple music. There's nothing simple about Foo Fighters music. There's nothing formulaic about their music. And, like, good art is something that is ambiguous, intentionally ambiguous, and it can mean different things to different people. A song about blowjobs only means one thing.
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm
If you need a song explained to you by the artist, like while they're singing it, like Nickelback does, then it's shit music. It's bad art.
I don't understand why more people don't hear it and go, "What the fuck?" Like,
Because the masses, they don't want to think about stuff. And that's why pop music is so popular, because it's all about getting high and drinking and
Butts.
screwing.
butts,
Yeah,
asses. Yep.
that's it.
All right. Well, that's
Simple
your
like it.
music for the simple-minded folk.
Huh?
Simple music for the simple-minded folk.
I think you listen to Nickelback, don't you?
No.
You have.
Yeah, I think you did.
I was
Doesn't-
forced to a lot when I worked at Crossroads.
Dude, I bet you were just exposed to so much shitty music. Honestly,
so
you were
much.
probably just exposed to so much shitty everything.
Working at a strip bar in Rapid City
Yeah.
is the nexus of stupidity.
That's 1,000% accurate.
Dylan's like, there's strip clubs in Rapid City. Don't go to those, Dylan. There's sin factories. You don't want to go.
Yeah.
You definitely don't want to go to that one.
No.
I don't know. I feel like we sufficiently answered that question.
I think so.
I will say Dylan had the most hurtful, hilariously hurtful text to me this morning. Getting ready to do this podcast. He was making sure. But then he just said out of the blue, he goes, how have you had such a long career in radio when all you do is talk about stupid shit? And I'm like, I mean,
It's a legitimate question.
I mean, it is a legitimate question. Also, I have a job for this long because there's so much stupid shit to talk about. I feel like that's the main argument there. But yeah, I don't know. Don't ask myself that all the time. It's a good question. It's sort of mean, but it's not mean if it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I think the answer to that is you have an endearing way of discussing. I mean, not anymore to me, because I had the morning show in my basement for a year.
Oh man, yeah, that's gotta suck.
But you have an endearing way of discussing and making fun of said stupid shit.
Yeah. You got to point out the absurdities. But and I don't know if you said this in the last podcast, but we were talking about being down here doing the show and you having to tolerate it. The show bleeds into real life. It's like WandaVision, where all of a sudden fucking reality and the show are just like mixed together, and it's all just one thing. Rather now, it's not two separate things anymore. It's all one thing. It's all just one thing.
It's separating again, though.
Yeah.
I bet you're happy about that, aren't you?
Yeah.
I can't even tell you. Man, I can't even tell you.
I enjoy coming downstairs to work out and having my music on.
Yeah.
And not having to worry about interrupting or being an irritant to the radio show with my death metal.
And it was an irritant.
I know.
That's all right, because I know that there was many irritants on the other side of the wall. So,
how many times was I on the stationary bike and have Tim or Nate brush past me to go use the bathroom? That's a pet peeve of mine. When I'm working out and people brushing up against me. I don't like that at all.
No, I don't want to be touched when I'm working out.
he had it set up so the bike was right next to, like, we had to go in between the furnace.
Technically,
And the
I
bike-
had it set up in front of the television where it is now. You moved it over.
I mean, that's true.
You moved it over.
That's true.
And that's why I moved it back.
Yeah. In the middle of a morning show, all of a sudden I'm doing a show, all of a sudden here, I'm like, what the fuck is that? Oh, he moved the treadmill. He moved the stationary bike all the way across the floor. It was fine.
Hi.
Dog is crazy. That dog is insane.
She's fucking stupid.
All right, that is the cue to get the hell out of here. And this is honestly all we had to do was just come on and discuss Nickel. Who do we want to die, Nickelback or Aaron Rodgers? Even though I don't want anybody to die, I'm just saying.
That
I think
dog
the thing
is
I
so
don't-
nice.
What, Levi?
That dog is so nice.
She thinks she is.
That dog
Actually,
is
She's a giant a-hole, and she
that
takes-
dog is my favorite child of yours.
All of your other kids are more favorites than that dog. I hate that dog so much.
Only
It just
because you
takes-
had to clean up its shit a couple of
Dude,
times.
that dog takes the biggest
Enough.
shits ever. And they're fucking,
Enough.
it was like one after the other. Like, I fucking let him outside after he pooped. I'm like, oh, I'm letting him outside to finish. And then he didn't do anything out there. And he came back inside. And then he shit again inside. It was this big.
Stay. Nope. Go. Go
This
upstairs.
big, I tell you.
Yeah.
We're going to wrap up the podcast now. Dylan, that was a good question.
It was an entertaining question.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go watch the birds.
I'm going to get ready for another podcast later. Dylan, thanks for coming on.
All right, thank you. Yeah.
Did you just wake up? You're not on
No,
the
I-
reefer, are you? Are you on
No,
the
I
reefer?
just. No, I started choking on my spit.
Jesus,
Don't do drugs.
you guys.
Yeah.